Another day at Camp Dunn, and one of the bellwethers for this team is going to be the play of the offensive line. This offensive line has got to play better no matter who the running back is. We had a chance to catch up with Quenton Nelson, talk about the offensive line play, what the running back situation is, and how those guys are kind of vibing with Anthony Richardson.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
How you doing?
How you doing?
What have you seen just so far throughout camp from Anthony Richardson and how he's just day-to-day dealing with the ups and downs and obviously trying to get better?
Yeah, I've been really impressed with him and the way he's coming to the building every day, and just his work ethic and his poise in the huddle has, for a rookie, has impressed me a lot. The growth I've seen from OTAs till now, you could tell that in the off-season time, like, he was at home, he was studying, he was like working on calling the plays in the huddle and stuff, and I'm really happy with where he's at right now and the growth he's having, and Gardner's been doing a great job of being a great teammate, so appreciate him too.
I feel like you're getting to know Anthony on a personal level yet. You kind of see his personality coming out bit by bit.
Yeah, definitely.
There has to be there's always that time on task for the offensive line and the quarterback, just growing and learning each other. Where do you think you guys are in that process? Every quarterback's different, and obviously Anthony specifically is a mobile quarterback.
Yeah,
too.
I'm with you. I think every day just growing, like getting better each and every day. At the end of the day, you have a pocket which you want to have, regardless of the quarterback. So that's what we're working on. Us five blocking their four or their five, and having a nice firm pocket in the middle, and just trying to do that on a very consistent basis. Go ahead.
No, this is a physical game, but how much of you guys as a unit, how much of you guys getting where you want to be is attitude? Because Shane talks a lot about that, obviously, but do you think that's, I don't know, is this a big part of it, or is there more to it than that?
No, I think it's attitude. I think it's wanting it, desiring it, and like being passionate about that every day. And a lot of it's off the field too, like growing together off the field and getting to know each other really well on a personal basis and hanging out. Like that shit goes a long way, honestly. We've been doing a great job of that since we got started in OTAs, and I think that's helped us a lot. And Coach Speranos has been doing a great job coaching us up, and letting us all have a voice in the room, and working shit out together, and it's been making us closer, and I'm really happy with where we're at right now. Still a lot of room to grow. There's always room to get better and to improve, and that's what we're hunting. That's what we want each and every day.
Coach mentioned a lot of the stuff last year was communication. It wasn't necessarily play. Was that a big point of emphasis for you guys to fix that this year?
What coach?
Sperano, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it starts up front with the communication and seeing the defense and preparing for that each and every week, and then communicating how we're doing it, everything, seeing things through one set of eyes, 5 is 1, and trusting the man to the left and right of you that he's going to do his job. Like, you don't have to worry about doing too much, just worry about your job. Everyone does their job 5 on 5, we're good.
How would you describe what Tony's brought, just like personality-wise, to your room, and what has made him a guy that clearly you guys enjoy playing for?
Yeah, I love Tony. He's, just from the first day, he's honest with you, and you can tell he cares about you on and off the field, and you get a million texts from him a day, him texting you about certain plays and what he's seeing, and that right there just shows like how much he cares. Like, we're out of the building, we've already had meetings all freaking day, and this guy's texting you outside of the building, and it's like, dude, turn it off for a second. But he's always on it, and as a player, you really appreciate that. You want a coach that's always pushing you inside the building, outside of the building, and he's done that. But we're also having a lot of fun in the meeting rooms and on the field, and it's great to get back to that.
What have you noticed out of Bernie so far, and just any ways that he's kind of been able to grow since last year at this time?
First off, like, he just put on some good weight. He looks huge, which is awesome. So that's going to help him a lot with handling a bull rush. And then, you know, he's only been playing tackle for X amount of years because he played tight end in college. So just every year he gets, every playing experience he gets, every practice he gets, he's going to get better because there's so much to learn from. But yeah, I really like playing next to Bernie. He's a great guy and he's a great player and can be a great player, and it's just being on that mission to accomplish that every day.
How does that affect your level of play?
How does what?
Bernie playing, his level of play, how's that affect your level of play?
It definitely affects it because we got to play together. Defensive line runs games, and we got to pass that off together. We have to do combination blocks together, so he needs to fit. Like, we need to know where each other are fitting on combinations and be like hip to hip, and so it affects me that way. But I mean, one-on-one blocks and stuff like that has to be all me, and I have to be good at that. So
Q, I know it's next man up mentality in training camp and through sports, but when JT is not out there, how do you find that balance between supporting a teammate who's going through something, but also, you know, staying ready and getting ready for the season?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate JT's here every day, and he's working hard and getting treatment, and he's in the meetings and he's locked in. So I appreciate that, but I mean, you can't really stew on that. Like, to whatever running backs we have, we got to make do with that, and you know, they're looking forward to the opportunity, and they're out here every day working really hard too. So yeah, you can't really think about that. You just got to come to work and be like, hey, it doesn't really change. Like, the engine keeps going. Do your job, I guess, Steve.
That was good.
How motivated are you and the rest of the offensive line that shows that you guys are better than last season output?
Yeah, very motivated. Last year, we didn't meet our standards at all, and this year, we're doing our best to be our best. So.
And does it help to trot out the same 5 guys that you were using at the end of last season?
Yes.
How do you gauge the run game out here when it's not live? What are you looking for? What are your benchmarks?
I would say, are we getting our right fits? But I mean, like, it is live. You know, we might not be tackling, but it's live. We're all going as hard as we can. So did the running back get to the second level without getting touched? Like, that's probably how we're gauging it a lot. Or is he getting touched by a linebacker at 5 yards? Oh, that's a good run. So gauging it that way. Even though there's not tackling, it's live. We're competing out there.
What makes JT special? You've been his teammate for a few years now. You've seen what he's done, but what makes him, I guess, different than other backs in the league in that operation?
I mean, just looking at him, I mean, he's yoked, and he can run you over. He can outrun you. He can juke you. He brings a lot to the table, and like, you know how special JT is. So. Yeah.
That's Quenton Nelson, and that's the longest I've ever heard him go. I mean, he was expansive for him. You did hear what he used to do all the time, just gave like a, yeah, definitely to a question. But that's Quenton Nelson, and it's important what he does on the field, not necessarily what he does with the media, but he was really good with the media today. And I enjoyed getting his perspective on O-line play, on Bernhard Raimann, on Anthony Richardson, on Jonathan Taylor, on all this, on Tony Sperano Jr. as well, and how this line appears to be a little bit more energetic and a little bit more invested than it might have been last year.